Being 7 o'clock, I'd like to call the meeting to order. Welcome. Would you join me in the pledge of the flag, please?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Lynn, would you call the roll, please?
Mrs. Vanderwater, Ms. Lesniak.
Here.
Mr. Tupper.
Here.
Ms. Dickman.
Here.
Mr. Vizinski.
Here.
Ms. Saban. Mr. Sykes.
Here. Entertain a motion to approve the minutes from the regular meeting on February 3rd, 2021.
Moved.
Second.
Comments, questions?
No, you did a good job, Lynn.
I know it. Pretty thick.
Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item number 1 is approval for the highway superintendent to order a 2021 Chevy Silverado 355 crew cab 4x4 at a cost of up to $42,800, including accessories. Purchases via the New York State OGS mini bid number 6308 procedure and is subject to 30-day permissive referendum period since money is coming from the Highway Reserve Fund. Entertain a motion to that effect.
I'll make that.
Second.
Doug?
Just to be clear, it's 3,500.
3,500, okay.
Which is a one-ton single rear wheel truck. And this is just basically used as a crew truck to get the tow equipment around, get people to the job sites and haul equipment in the back.
And it's without frills.
Yes, this is a Silverado work truck edition. It just has the things we need for the heavy-duty towing package and integrated trailer, and things like integrated brake controller, things like that that we would use for work.
Any other questions for Doug on that? Local accessories that would be added is a diesel fuel cell, fuel pump, emergency lights, and rust proofing.
How long does it take to get in once the permissive referendum time?
The bid that went through the New York State mini bid process, there was actually a dealership in Albany area that had one of these in stock, and he said he will hold it until this passes, if it does, and through our permissive referendum period. So he will hold it up until the end of March for us.
Oh, good.
As soon as it gets passed after our 30-day period ends, as long as we're good with it, we could pick it up that next week.
Sounds good.
That never happens.
It's
I know, it's rare. It's rare.
rare works out like that.
Well, that's because it's a stripped down model.
Yeah, right. Sure.
He's glad he has a buyer.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item number 2 is consider memorandum of understanding regarding pay rates for new hires with the International Union of Operating Engineers. You have that before you. It simply says that the MOU shall modify Appendix A to delete all of the new hire wage rate language. Additionally, any current bargaining unit employees working at a new hire wage rate shall be compensated retroactively at 100% from January 1st, 2021 on. I'd entertain a motion to approve that memorandum of understanding.
Moved.
Second.
We found this became necessary in the Justice Court, trying to hire a part-time court clerk. They couldn't get anybody to come because the pay was too low in the marketplace. So we had to look to see what we could do with the union to try to modify the new hire rates to get it to an acceptable level where a candidate would be interested. So this achieves that for us. So anyone else got any other questions or comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item number 3 is consider purchase offer for land parcel 036.07-19.3 and authorize supervisor to execute same. Entertain a motion to accept that purchase offer for the land and authorize me to execute the purchase offer.
Move.
Second.
Discussion?
We've been back and forth a couple times with pricing.
Yeah. We had it appraised. The appraisal, the amount of the purchase offer has come in over 3 times what it was appraised for. So.
Although we questioned that appraisal.
Right.
Because it really didn't have comps that were
Well, the comps that we utilized in the end haven't come to fruition yet either. So,
Right.
so that's a stipulation for that, so,
Where we think it's trending.
yes, yes. So,
And it is on the map up there, it's the
Upper left-hand
upper
corner.
left corner
where that cul-de-sac
where the
is shown,
cul-de-sac is shown on that map.
it's a triangle-shaped piece.
It doesn't delineate our piece on there, I don't think,
No, it doesn't.
but it's a piece of that, and it is, a lot of it is riverfront lots that they would get out of it.
Can you disclose the amount of the bid?
130,000.
Thank you.
Any other discussion?
Are you able to sign that right away?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item number 4 is consider approval of 2021 intermunicipal wastewater agreement with Onondaga County WEP Department. Entertain a motion to that effect.
I'll make that.
Second.
Discussion, this is the standard thing, although you will note that there was 2 schedules attached with it. One was for municipalities they've talked to about leasing the systems, and the other schedule where they haven't talked or have been told they're not interested, the rates are almost double for their maintenance and repairs. So so the handwriting's on the wall. If we don't end up leasing, we're gonna pay double the rates that we have been, so.
And this is after we've had our Zoom meetings and all that stuff with them to
This
explain
is the
everything to
continue
us.
just
And
like
yes.
we have for the past, I don't know how many years, decades. But if we elect next year, by next year we haven't leased the system, we can expect to go to that double rate, so, for maintenance and repair, so.
And it's not an idle threat.
No,
No, it barely covers the
it's
cost.
already gonna happen, so.
No, because the county has been subsidizing towns and villages for the last at least decade, if not longer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just, if I could add too, this is where I think local government needs to go. We're not in the sewer business. You know, we have Jason who can do, you know, some preliminary work, but in the end, we end up calling Water Environment Protection to come and do the work and then bill us back. So it's a business we don't need to be in, and I think this is the direction that local government should be going. We should consolidate with county on this.
Now, some of the bigger municipalities, yes, they may be able to, like Clay, they've already got a water department. Wouldn't be too big a leap for them to institute a sewer department to do what WEP does for them. But we're just too small. We don't have the number of subdivisions that would be required to make that a feasible alternative for us, so. And I know, because I lived with sewers for 34 years in my past life, so they don't get better with age, so. Anyway, any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Approval for Patricia L. McGuire to be appointed as court clerk part-time at the rate of $15.94 an hour effective 2/18/21, which is tomorrow. Entertain a motion to that effect.
Moved.
Second.
Discussion?
Well, we're happy to have somebody with experience, and I think there were 2 that were hired and lasted a week and left. So this one knows what she's doing, and it's a good find, so. Make Ed happy. Did you want to say anything about her or anything?
Well, if you pass it, I want to thank you.
Okay.
We did, in other words, we had 4 people we were comfortable with. We've been working on filling that spot since November the 1st. And 2 people, when they came in for an interview and we walked into the system, decided it wasn't for them. 2 other people, one worked 2 days and the other worked, I don't know, I think it was 12 days or something. And after they had some experience at this time in their life, they just weren't comfortable going forward. So this gives us someone that's got almost 11 years and doing the same job in the field. So we're really happy we can do this. And we've been operating except for 2 weeks for 3 months, or 4 months now, on November 1st without a court clerk there as backup. came tonight to see if you had questions. I wasn't
Okay.
sure if everything had been comfortable at this point or not.
Well, we realize how long it's been going on, that you've been searching, and please thank Elaine for us, because she's really had to
Yeah, she
kind of
hadn't
do
been
everything.
Since November, you're right. She was holding, but she had a situation with a grandchild, so if you approve this, a new person will do half a day tomorrow, and then she'll work all day Friday, and Elaine will take the first vacation day in 4 months.
Okay, with that, any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item number 6 is acknowledge receipt of the zone change application from Bolex for zone change from R40 to PUD for the Kriegel Farm properties and send to planning board for review and recommendation. Entertain a motion to that effect?
Move. Second.
By way of discussion for this, I just want everyone to understand that we as a town cannot deny accepting an application for what could be a viable project development. We have to run this through the planning board. If the developer can be successful in meeting all the local criteria the town has, the county has, the state has, and maybe even the federal government with this project being located on the river, if they can be successful in meeting all the requirements that's placed upon them, it'd be hard pressed for the town to deny the zone change. There's a lot of hoops that's got to be jumped through here. This is just the first step in this process. We always send it on to the planning board since they are better at planning issues than this board. They specialize in that more, and so it goes to them. When I say for review and recommendation, that is the entire review of the whole project. So if the developer continues to take it all the way to the end, for the town to look at the zone change at the end of that total review, and that satisfaction of all the jurisdictions that I previously mentioned. So it could be quite lengthy on this particular project. So anyone else got any comments?
I guess I would just say that, you know, just like the project we did last year at the old Seneca Golf Course, you know, if you have comments and you have concerns, to send them to the planning board, because that is their job. They're gonna take this up, they're gonna review it, and if you have concerns, they need to know about them.
Anyone else? Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. In that light, item number 7, we're going to set March 23rd and March 25th, 2021 at 7 p.m. for dates for public information meetings. These are not public hearings, these are public information meetings via Zoom on the plans for the Kriegel Farm development. Most people realize that that tract has been for sale for probably 12 or 15 years, and everyone realized that someday there was going to be something go in there. So we want to be upfront in, you know, everything that's going to be required. Expect myself and the planning board chairman will be here for those public information meetings, as well as representatives from the developer to try to answer any questions that we know the public's going to have. We know traffic's going to be a question and an issue. The traffic study was submitted today. There is some requirements in there for the developer to do to enhance the roadways. There may be other things the planning board feels would be appropriate. You know, there's going to be a lot of questions, and we're going to try to answer them the best we can, but there is no way the planning board will have conducted probably there'll only be one meeting they'll have under their belt. It's probably distribute the information, and then they'll start digesting it and then be able to talk about it maybe starting in April. So this is going to be a long process. It's not going to happen overnight. So, but we are going to start off with public information meetings on this.
Is it strictly by Zoom, or will there be people,
No, it's going to be strictly Zoom.
so people don't think they should show up?
So it'll be advertised on our website. The Zoom links will be on our website so people can zoom in. So, with that, entertain a motion to set those as public information meetings.
Moved.
Second.
Any more discussion?
I would just add one other thing, sorry, Claude. Because of its proximity to the river, it will have thorough environmental review too. So it's, I just want people to not panic. This is definitely gonna be a process, just like it was.
And just to add the council's comments, not only because it's located along the river, but a project of that magnitude is under the State Environmental Quality Review Act, a type 1, which triggers the more extensive and in-depth environmental review process. So it will certainly, and the traffic study's on, the first hour.
Right.
Who would be lead agency then, our planning board, or?
Typically, it would be your town board, because this is a PUD initially. It will, but as we all know, Seeker doesn't want things segmented, so you have a PUD, but there will also be the subdivision ultimately. But you're also going to have to circulate a lead agency notice to any of the agencies that may have some kind of interest in this. So that's likely to be anybody from DOT, DEC, SHPO, who knows, there's any number of things. So you'll have to circulate that lead agency notice and figure out whether you proceed on a coordinated or uncoordinated basis.
Well, the planning board took lead agency on Traybrook, correct?
Well,
So,
and you can certainly, it's not uncommon for a legislative body to relinquish their right as lead agency to a planning board or a planning commission, recognizing that board as being in a better position to do a real complete environmental review. So that's not surprising, and it wouldn't be unusual to do that again,
okay,
or not surprising or inappropriate.
right. There again, that's something else that'll come down the road. So,
What
All
we're
right.
talking about
you.
is that map that's on the board. I don't know if you got a shot of it.
Well, I didn't get it the last time, but let's try there.
Because it's the whole thing, not just the corner that
Yes,
the town
I
owns.
didn't get it the last time, so now everybody will have the full view of the actual map. So there it is.
I think it's 124 homes and 6 apartment buildings, 36 units each is what's proposed, which is going to be subject to change. We know there's going to be some changes on some of the roadways, which will probably reduce the number of lots by 2 or 3 maybe that we know already. You know,
And so that's behind Tops and,
yeah, yeah. Okay. Call the question here. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Counselor committee reports and comments. Howard?
Nothing.
Okay. Darcy?
Okay.
Ron?
Nothing.
Pat?
I don't have anything tonight.
Okay. Doug?
Just the same quick reminder about parking on the street. Unfortunately, I realize this is a tough year for everybody, a lot of different things going on, but unfortunately, this is the first year in several years that I've actually had to call the sheriff's department a couple of times for repeat offenders that are in a very dangerous spot. Please do your very best to get them off the road. That's it.
Okay. I have one announcement. The work session on March 3rd will start at 5:30 for our normal items, and at 6 p.m. we will hear from Mark Procopio from GBAC on their operations. That's the local ambulance corps. They want to talk with the town board regarding their operations, so they figure they're going to need 45 minutes to an hour, so that would take us right to 7 o'clock. So it,
So you're doing the town first.
yes, we're going to do our normal half hour, and then we'll get into the ambulance corps. Citizens' comments. Anyone wishing to address the board?
Where is that, the development at Freckle Farm? Where is that located?
It's between Route 690 and Kriegel Road. You know where Kriegel Road is? Goes up by Tops, and then there's a 90-degree bend, and it turns into Tappan Street, goes back into the village. It's everything between there and 690 and there in the river.
Can't
Okay.
see much of it because it kind of dips down
Yeah, it rolls up and over and down toward the river.
behind the fire department.
Okay. Anyone else?
You want to comment on Assemblyman Magnarelli's hearing?
Oh, yeah, I don't have that with me tonight. I don't remember what the date was.
Wait, I have it. I think it's February 25th.
It's a Thursday.
It's a Zoom meeting.
Yeah,
Yep, the 25th at 7.
right. You got to contact his office for the Zoom link information. I've got to get it myself. Okay. Jason? Nadine? Anyone? No?
All set.
Okay, entertain a motion to adjourn to the regular town board meeting on March 3rd, 2021 at 7 PM.
Move?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We stand adjourned. Thank you for coming.